Hello, TikTokers. Welcome to Real Law Talk. Fulton County, Georgia, as you've heard, has indicted Donald Trump and 19 of his former advisors for racketeering in trying to steal the 2020 election. That is a lot of defendants. I want to first take some time out to discuss where we're at now. Now, Donald Trump is facing four different indictments from four different jurisdictions with four different statutory schemes. Why is that important? It's important because of the stress this is going to put on his legal team. We don't do politics here, we do legal analysis. And as an attorney, the way I view these cases is through how the attorneys are going to handle them. You have to now have an expert in Georgia law, New York law, which the guy, his attorneys is federal, all the federal statutes, the federal statutes that apply January 6th, the federal statutes that apply to the documents case. And the discovery. What I mean by discovery is the federal government is going to give you, a lot of times it's a hard drive, of documents or videos or pictures of the discovery in this case. In the documents case alone, there's 100,000 documents, just one case. That includes, and that doesn't include the testimony of the people that testified. Now, what happens? So something interesting happens when you charge people as a group. Ultimately, some people will flip, as they say, will turn and testify for the government against the defendant. Who will it be? How will they do it? But a lot of times, defendants, when they see themselves being rounded up in this huge roundup, they'll say, I don't want part of this. I only did this. I'm going to cooperate and do what's best for me. And the next one, and the next one. And then sometimes they fall like dominoes, except there's a limit. Prosecutors don't need all these witnesses. Once they have what they need, no one else is needed to flip. No one else is needed to testify. And then you have to take your chances with the jury. So, and defense lawyers know the first one in usually gets the best deal as long as they have good information to provide the prosecutor. The amount of witnesses and the amount of work that these cases take, these cases require the manpower of an entire law firm the size of Sullivan Cromwell or Cravath, Swain and Moore. They're gigantic firms. And this is what you need, because you need paralegals to work through the discovery. You need attorneys to analyze everything that's coming in. This is not a two-man job. So the legal bills in this case are going to be astronomical. And the trial, once a trial starts, it's every day. And it doesn't stop. Now, there has to be an arraignment in Georgia, in Fulton County. I highly doubt, as in the others, there'll be bail. The most difficult thing for the judges in this case is that, unlike any other defendant, the First Amendment rights of Donald Trump are very important. Not because of him so much, but because of the people that vote for him. 80 million Americans want to hear from this person, and courts protect religious speech and religious thought. So it's going to be very hard to manage not identifying witnesses, let's say, or putting information out there and letting him have his First Amendment right, especially as he campaigns for the leading candidate for the presidency on the Republican side. This is an unheard of situation. We've never been anywhere near this. The only defendants I have seen that have been tried this many times are serial killers. I think Ted Bundy had 4 or 5 cases going. But I've never seen a defendant with this many cases in so many different jurisdictions involving so many different types of law. The stress on the legal team is going to be tremendous. The amount of work this case is going to take is going to be tremendous. Keep an eye out. Keep following this story. We'll have more analysis, and that's Real Law Talk.